Welcome back. We're in the heart of the Avengers Campus at Walt Disney Studios Park in Paris, France.
On behalf of the Avengers, welcome.
This new land is located in the left side of the Walt Disney Studios Park after you walk in the gate, and it has a queue sometimes to get in. We didn't have to wait much of a line to get in, but at some points during the day we did see that there was a line, and the app did show a wait occasionally. This land is almost 7 acres and provides 2 new rides, as well as restaurants and gift shops to the park. Once you get into the land, you'll notice a lot of theming, some great photo ops as well. There are not only plenty of props, but also plenty of buildings with some great theming and logos on them. We went during opening week, so as you can see, it was quite busy during this portion of our trip. People were walking all around. You had some of the vehicles that they used right there, and the Quinjet is way on the end up at the top. We were very impressed at the amount of character interaction. Ant-Man had his meet and greet. Iron Man came around to show off his latest technology. He and several other characters, such as Captain Marvel, were able to ride in this vehicle or stand by it for pictures throughout the day. And as you'll be able to see throughout this video, there were plenty of cast members around in this land and throughout the park, making sure everything flowed smoothly. One of my favorite things happening at Avengers Campus was various members of the Avengers popping up next to the Quinjet several times throughout the day. Whenever the Avengers who were up top left, you would turn to find somebody else coming, such as the soldiers from Wakanda, right there underneath the Quinjet. In this case, it led to a demonstration of fighting skills from these soldiers. It reminded me a lot of the Jedi Academy in Batuu or at the Hollywood Studios Star Tours locations in the United States.
Hey!
Another time when an Avenger showed up by the Quinjet, it led to a show with Thor and Loki.
Parmi vous, we have any fans of Loki? Ah, tu vois, il y en a qui adhèrent à tes malices.
Ah, truly the better of your kind. You know when you're in the presence of greatness.
During the course of this show, these 2 mythological brothers each choose a champion from the crowd.
Let's call you Skelmir.
J'aimais bien Noélie.
Pas moi. Skelmir!
This of course leads them to a discussion on Thor's hammer, which is promptly followed by a contest to see who is worthy to pick it up.
Recevra le pouvoir de Thor. Whosoever hold his hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. Mes amis, mon frère et moi allons vous tester en vous posant 2 questions.
Another time, Star-Lord and Gamora had a dance-off, and then throughout the day, Captain Marvel, Falcon once he became Captain America, and other heroes came around and just greeted fans in general and signed autographs. I don't know if it was because it was opening week, but my family really enjoyed this. There was that little bit of extra Disney magic that we were looking for. True to its theming as a campus for training superheroes, the use of AI was common on the rides and in the public square as well. Throughout the day, Friday, addressed the crowds and encouraged them to take part in training.
Good morning, recruits. Welcome to Avengers Campus. I am Franklin, an advanced AI. My job is to keep this campus running. Entering power optimization mode. Rerouting power from arc reactors 1 to 9. Attention recruits. Attention. Please assemble and head over to Avengers headquarters for a flight force briefing.
And with that, all recruits are asked to report to this building, which is the Avengers Assemble Flight Force Q area. This ride takes you as a new recruit through a briefing, which is going to prepare you to save the world alongside of the Avengers. And in true Disney fashion, you can see here's the start of the multiple queue system, in which you will wait outside, and then after that you'll go through this door and proceed down a hallway with several Avenger posters along the way for you to look at and a briefing up ahead.
What does it take to be an Avenger? Let's find out.
While you're waiting in this queue, there is a good photo op right here with the Avengers symbol and on the other side as well. And of course, remember that this ride is a re-theme of the Rock and Roller Coaster. As we were waiting in line, one of our favorite pre-show elements was Iron Man's interaction with Rocket Raccoon.
This is a really bad time. I'm in the middle of a rescue mission.
Ok, ici Tony Stark. On aurait bien besoin d'un coup de main.
Can you land? Look what's going on behind me. Look, we need a hand, like an actual hand. With this guy.
On a une nuée de missiles qui se dirige vers l'ouest.
Yeah, the lives on Earth right now. I can't.
And although I was not able to catch any other ones, I was told that Tony Stark, as Iron Man, has exchanges with several other Avengers as well. Notice his call list pops up on the screen here, and you can see the people who he is trying to reach in order to enlist for help, so he doesn't have to rely on us new recruits. If you enjoy technical details as well, you'll be happy to know they flash up some information about the mission and about the equipment you'll be using and the technology you'll be trying to defeat as well. As you find out throughout the course of this briefing, Friday, who is the AI, and Captain Marvel are the only ones who are willing to assist Tony Stark as Iron Man, aside from us, of course.
I don't know how much you can do against a Kree warhead all by yourself.
Un missile Kree n'a aucune chance contre moi.
Wow, Zerg. Your ego is so big, I can see it from space.
Occupez-vous des missiles au lieu de mon écho.
Thanks.
If you're looking forward to the Iron Man audio animatronic, this is about the point where you'll be able to see him.
Repulsors augmented. Consider your hands juiced.
Ça m'a l'air parfait. Friday.
Thank you. So glad you approved.
He's going to give a speech. He's going to interact with Captain Marvel some more.
Contacting Captain Marvel.
So you'll fly the hypersonics and draw the missiles away from the planet. That's when Heavy Metal and I can do our thing.
Quand vous aurez attiré les missiles hors de portée, Danvers et moi on les pulvérisera. Ils sont vraiment proches de la Terre, on n'a pas le droit à l'erreur.
Unfortunately, Tony's right. We've got one chance to save the planet. So no pressure.
Tout le monde a...
It's at this point that Iron Man and Captain Marvel send us on our way for the mission, and off we go. If you have a second to pause, or you can time things out just right, you can get a good selfie with Iron Man and continue on your way. And just like you have at Disney or any other major theme park, there's a safety brief before the ride. This one is on digital screens and multiple languages, and our favorite part came at the very end.
With your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle. And since your children have bravely decided to join you in the frigid, oxygenless vacuum of space, please supervise them.
And since my GoPro fell off of my backpack as I was getting out of the vehicle, I got a good shot of the ride vehicles here as my GoPro is being returned. At the very end, you have the chance to purchase the picture of you on the ride. The second major attraction added to Disneyland Paris was the Spider-Man Web Adventure. This is just across from Pym Kitchen, and it's right near the entrance to the Avengers Campus. The queue area starts right up in the front of the building and then wraps around the side. You can see this is themed to the WEB, or WEB. It stands for Worldwide Engineering Brigade. As you go through the line, you're going to see various posters talking about their engineers and some of the people who have worked on this ride. You'll see some of those inside as well. And keep in mind that the line is a great place to practice if you know any games. My family did a little bit of this, a little bit of I Spy, and a little bit of charades. We had a great time playing the Disney version of this game whenever we downloaded it.
Waiting to get on Spider-Man Web Slingers ride. It's gonna be pretty fun. We've been on it a few times. First time it broke down for about an hour. We had an extra wait. This time it's gonna be a last ride of the parks. So we're gonna go for it. See who wins this time. David won once. Diana won the other time.
First room you just saw there is the first main indoor queue area, and they have a bunch of random scientific and non-scientific stuff all over the room. There's a bunch of things painted on the wall as well. Although most of the signage and Other things were in English. It's fun to see that on the canisters and on the wall here, you have both English and French. The bright red room was pretty fun because you had all those posters that were outside, up again, and this is actually the waiting area for the pre-show with Peter Parker.
We hope you all have a great time on your visit to the Worldwide Engineering Brigade Open House. Oh, Peter Parker! Comment ça va? Je suis Peter Parker.
During the course of this briefing, Peter Parker tells everyone about the technology they're developing, and of course these self-replicating bots start to get out of hand. Peter Parker then has to step aside so that the computer can call Spider-Man.
Oh, ok. Je contacte Spider-Man. C'est bizarre. Je vais appeler Spider-Man à la rescousse parce que je crois qu'il est dans les parages. Ok, au revoir. Spider-Man!
And of course, once again, this is where all of the recruits come in order to save the day.
Un jeu d'enfant. Okay, we have a plan. Head to the Slinger vehicles and we'll team up to sling webs and stop the Spider-Bots before they destroy the Avengers Campus. We need your help. There's no time to lose.
After exiting that room, you'll pass a bunch of lockers and time cards on the wall. These lockers were a lot of fun. Kids were looking for their favorite superheroes. Miles Morales was one of them, Gwen Stacy's another, and then of course they were looking through the time cards to see who they could find. David and Rebecca were both more than ready to punch in and start fighting crime along with the Worldwide Engineering Brigade. Since this is a 3D ride, the next step was of course stopping by the accounting office and picking up your pair of WEB web of glasses. I do believe I read somewhere that these glasses are guaranteed to make everybody look better, so definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know how you think that worked out. Here's a quick look at the load area for the vehicles. If you notice, some people face forward, some people face backwards as you start the ride. Staff was doing a good job of getting people in, trying to find the right number of people to fill each vehicle as quickly as possible. They did have the instructions for this ride posted on the wall, so that was quick and easy to review right before you hop on.
Okay, sit back and enjoy your ride until we reach the impending disaster.
This ride was set up in a similar format to Toy Story Mania, and it had several scenes with some good theming in between. Players would use their hands and the ride vehicle would keep track of score. And here's a look at Spider-Man popping out. And this ride was in 3D, so you can't really tell very well here, but you shoot at the spiders, and of course there were little hidden bonuses all over the place. There was even a boss level near the end of the ride with a giant spider. And of course during this part of the ride you get an assist from Spider-Man. Here's a look at the final score for our vehicle during this round, as well as the exit area.
Turn your web vision glasses in the bin. Thank you.
And of course, like most really awesome rides around the world, this one ends in a gift shop. Unfortunately, nowhere at Disney did I find patches, but there was some really awesome Avengers stuff here, and there was some really awesome Star Wars stuff over at the Disneyland park. You might notice the giant light-up Avengers badges that my children were wearing in some of the shots here. They saved up their own money and bought those.
Walt Disney Studio Parks in Paris. Hank Pym's Kitchen in Avengers Campus.
The food on Avengers Campus was really a lot of fun, especially the Pym Kitchen, which is Hank Pym's test kitchen where he combines a laboratory and a kitchen and gives oversized hot dogs, hamburgers, pretzel sandwiches, and a variety of other things.
Right, so we made it to Hank Pym's. What's your favorite thing so far?
The decorations.
I like the fact they have giant hamburgers.
I like the decorations.
Mini hamburgers. Yes, that's true. We like Hank Pym's Kitchen.
The children were definitely right. The food and the decorations were both spot on. We really enjoyed eating here, and we did an entire video on this restaurant, so definitely check that out whenever you get a chance. The other restaurant on campus was Stark Factory, and this one was located kind of towards the back of the campus. It did have some salads and healthy options like that. It also had a Hulkbuster just inside the door for a photo op. We hope that you've enjoyed your tour of the Avengers Campus with us, and hope that it helps if you plan a visit for yourself. Definitely let us know in the comments below some of your favorite parts. And just in case you missed it, we did the entire video on Rebecca's handstand walk. And also, during our vacation, we went to Disneyland Paris for 4 different days. 2 days to the Walt Disney Studios Park and 2 days to the Disneyland Park. So please check those videos out as well. Here's a quick look at the map on the Disneyland Paris app. It was well worth downloading because you could sort by different things, find out where the food was, find out the wait times, and all kinds of other things.
Thanks again for watching. Please check out my books at www.amazon.com/author/David H. Troyer, at KPOCStyle on Instagram. Have a great day. We hope to see you in our travels. Avengers Campus, Walt Disney Studios Park, and Paris, France.
This is a view of what would be the west side.
I got you in Spider-Man. Nice. Whoa, yeah. Oh, Becca.
Avengers Campus.